Weapons hot and one-liners at the ready, recruits. This ain't just some summer blockbuster vacation. This is the real deal. You've been chosen as part of an elite task force for the month of action. Now when those bullets start to fly and everything around you is up in flames, don't you lose your nerve. Remember who you are. You're the toughest, craziest, most resourceful sons of bitches to ever lace them up. We don't wait for backup and we damn sure don't retreat. Now strap your asses in and get ready for the drop. Oh, and one more thing. Before you pull that trigger, tell them John Mortis sent you.
Murdoch. I'm coming to get you.
Remember, Sally, when I promised to kill you last? I lied. Get off my plane.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
John, I'm not gonna shoot you between the eyes. Shoot you between the balls.
Your disease. And I'm the cure.
I'm gonna take you to the bank, Senator Trent.
There can be only one. Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Yippee-ki-yay. I'm going to kill them all, sir.
Whoa. Why does that feel like such a nostalgia blast right there for some reason?
Because it is.
I know. In all reality, it hasn't been that long, but it does feel like it's been that long since I've listened.
Yeah.
I think it's because we don't have an intro song yet, Pete.
Oh,
so
there's
it was
that too.
It was just nice to be like, hey, I've got this covered all month. So yeah, this is in no way of nothing of kicking the can down the road at all. So pay no attention to any of that.
We'll do later. That's our motto.
Later will get here eventually.
Exactly.
We may even do an action movie in August. I don't know. Just kick it on down the road here a little bit. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Give Me Back My Action Movies, the podcast, month of action.
There's Eagly.
Yeah, negotiations have been settled. He is here. We are good to go. I am one of your hosts, Charlie. With me, as always, is my sheriff, my right-hand man, the sheriff of Rottingham. No, that was the other.
That was the other one.
Pete, say hello to the people, Pete.
Oi! I that's my Kevin Costner English accent. Oi!
I thought that was your Kevin Costner English accent.
Yeah. Oh, this is too. Yes,
Yeah.
I worked very hard on this all week long.
The non-existent accent whatsoever.
I think at the very beginning you hear it a couple of times where he's making an effort, and then he's like, fuck it.
I read an interesting thing, and I don't know how, I mean, you see anything in IMDb, but they said when there's no English accent, Kevin Costner and Kevin Reynolds were getting along. When they weren't getting along is when Kevin Costner did the English accent. Oh. And I'm like, so you're so bad you're pissing the director off.
Yeah, you just pissed. Oh, man. What a dick move.
And I'm sure everybody can guess right now what we are covering. We are covering Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. This is still in that vein of nostalgia for me.
Oh, for sure.
A movie I grew up with watching over and over and over again. I think I rented it so many times my parents just bought me the VHS. So it was like, it's going to be cheaper to buy him the damn movie and just let him watch it whenever he wants. So I'm pretty sure there was a summer I just watched Robin Hood.
Just Robin Hood.
And over.
That's okay.
And over again. Nothing wrong with that.
Nope, not at all.
Excellent PG-13 movie. So speaking of which, let's get into our trailer.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, not that long, like 2 minutes.
This is the era of trailers, of TV trailers. So
yeah,
to fit it in a certain amount of time.
I fully expected like the OG one to be like 3 to 4 minutes long. Because
I take that whole block of
it's a Kevin Costner movie. You kind of expect it. But no, this OG. Here we go.
A time of war. A time of homecoming. A time of tyrants. A time when the only way to uphold justice was to break the law. He gave the people the courage to fight. Who stood for freedom became a legend. Kevin Costner, Morgan Freeman, Christian Slater, Alan Rickman, and Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio. Prince of Thieves.
Not bad. Not bad.
It's good. Good trailer.
Yep, I dig it. Get you in the mood. Watching it again, obviously, you're like, yep, I remember.
And the music, that music. If that doesn't get you going, it's so damn good. That's it. Those epic summertime '90s films all had these wonderful soundtracks.
Oh yeah. And I think what carries it over, and this was in the Discord with Parker and them guys, was he even mentioned the fact that you hear this music all the time on the Disney like DVD previews, that Morgan Creek intro, and you're like, that's exactly where I know it from. It is the Robin Hood theme, and they just like, we're going to get every dollar out of this. It's no Bryan Adams, which we'll talk about, I'm sure. But yeah. No, this is, for staying with the theme of the give me back, but also doing it in the month of action. I wanted something that I grew up with, that was still action packed, that I have a lot of memories with. And I've had a hankering to do this movie for quite a while. And I've actually had it on the list for a long time. And then I found out Arrow was doing the 4K release of this. I literally got this a few weeks ago in time for recording. So
that's got to be chock full of all sorts of fun stuff.
Dude, I haven't even gotten into all of the.
That's the thing with an Arrow release. There is so like you watch the movie and then you're overwhelmed with the additions, all the extras.
I mean, I got the good ones.
Delightfully so.
It's got like the booklet.
Very cool. Oh my God, there's so much to read.
With all that, it comes with the mini poster. This is for our YouTube people. So the Arrow one, and then the OG Flaming Arrow that we all know. So yeah, and a ton of extras, like a literal ton of extras on this. So I recommend getting it. It was beautiful. It was gorgeous. I've never seen it so clear.
And it's the is it only the extended, or does it have the extended in that the
it has both, and we will get into the director's cut, because that was an experience.
Very different. Well, I wouldn't say very different, but it revealed a few things that I wasn't saying. I did find a copy at the library, and it was the extended version Blu-ray, and boy, it was great. It was delightful.
And that was the thing. I've not owned this since my VHS, but it's like one of those, if it's on, I will watch it.
I think I had a crappy DVD version of it a long time ago, and it was.
I feel like I did too.
Nothing cool about it.
Not the director's cut. It was
No.
just a regular
No, just regular
one.
theatrical release with it was like a VHS transfer is what it was. I think
It
had a
pretty much was.
paper cover on it.
It might have been the cardboard cheapy ones that we had, which will come up later this month too. I have another one of those we're going to be talking about.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, let's I know we both got history with this. Let's start with that. Pete, what's your history with Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves?
91, I was a junior in high school and I saw this in the theater with the family. This was a whole family thing. We all went to I don't know if we went to Findlay or Bluffton, it doesn't matter. We went there as a family to go watch it. It was PG-13, so it was clearly okay for everybody. And we all walked out of it going, that was great. And as soon as it came out on VHS, yeah, we rented it again and watched it at home. This was a fairly regular in my high school years. Once I got to college, not so much, but in my high school years, the last 2 years of high school, I should say. Yeah, we rented this on the regular, I think, as a family. So yeah, it's fun. It's an adventure. It's an adventure movie. It's as close to Indiana Jones as you can get with all the action and all the great music. Funny, in 1992 was I think it was 92, was my freshman year of college, the fall of 92. And we, at the Ohio State University, I was in the marching band, and we did a Prince of Thieves themed show. So it was all the music from the movie, and we formed into a, what's it called? A bike-hocket? Is that what the boys at Spoils say it's called?
Sure. I think it's the Spoils of Horror trademark bike-hocket.
That Robin Hood hat. And I think we even maybe shot an arrow. That's the weird shit that we would do in the marching band. But yeah, we would play it. I had all this music memorized, so I knew it very well. And you couldn't escape the Bryan Adams song, which it was number one for a long time. I don't know how many weeks it was number one, but
14 weeks, I think. 14.
It's a different
it
era.
Stayed on the charts for a long time, regardless of number
I thought it stayed at number one for 14 weeks. And like,
14 weeks it stayed.
There aren't many songs that do that.
Not in that era. Not when your manager says if you record this song, your career is going to be tanked.
What?
I'd be firing that manager after that.
No kidding. Yeah, you're out of here. Wow. They told Bryan Adams that. I mean,
yes,
he's only had like one other number one hit, and it's not the one you think it is.
No, unless we're counting the wasn't he part of the trio with the Three Musketeers song? It was him, Sting.
Oh, that sounds right. Yeah.
Somebody else. Was it Rod Stewart? We covered it years ago, the Three Musketeers, but that was yes, you were on that episode. The Disney Three Musketeers.
Yeah. Right. We were doing a kids month. Yeah.
It was the kids month. Mm-hmm. And that was, I want to say it was like this big trio, and that song was a freaking powerhouse for forever when that movie came out. So not to derail you, go back to your
No. Well, that's about it. I mean, I remember the toys when they came out. They were all real sketch. They were recycled
the knockoff Star Wars figure.
When you saw it in the Sears catalog for Christmas, you went, "That's the Ewok. That looks like the Ewok. That is the Ewok village. What are they just repurposing this?" They sure did.
That was all of that, and wasn't it? I can't remember if it was the Rancor Keeper or the Gamorrean Guard. He was Friar Tuck.
Yep.
Different head sculpt on it. And so a lot of
head off
reused
of
parts.
Gamorrean Guard and use that fat belly and the not movie accurate outfit that he was wearing.
I think they put a robe on him. I think it was a cloth robe that came on him.
Oh, that might be. Okay.
Yeah.
Those toys are terrible. I feel bad for Hasbro for putting those out. Or Kenner, whoever it was.
That was Kenner. Yeah, Kenner.
Yeah, Kenner. Oh boy, you were in some financial straits at that point in time in the company's history.
They were eating good in the 80s. Come the 90s, they were struggling just a little bit.
Yeah.
What do you mean kids don't love 5 points of articulation anymore?
No kidding. all the people that got rich off of Star Wars had left. They saw the writing on the wall.
Done.
They just left the cabinet.
They're just stuck there with a bunch of molds going.
Yeah,
what the
right.
fuck
Like,
do we
what the
do
hell
with
am I
this?
So that's my history for the. Charlie, I haven't seen this movie in probably since like '93 or something.
Oh, it's been that long.
Yeah,
oh,
it's
wow.
been a long time. That'd be for 30 years. 30 years.
And I'll clean that up later.
Right. So just go beep years.
A long time ago.
What about you? This was near and dear. Well,
This was
all the time.
We rented it all the time. We didn't get to go to the theaters and see this one. That was, when this came out, it wasn't, family for our family to go watch it. But this ended up being a family sit around and watch movie. I'm sure much to my mom's chagrin, watching this going, what did Will Scarlet say?
Oh yeah.
What's the Sheriff of Nottingham getting ready
That's
to
your
do?
PG-13 right there, folks.
Yeah. Everybody gets one. Yeah. Also, it was ad-libbed, so no one
well
wrote
placed.
that in.
Yeah,
that was perfect. That's one of those things. Like, if you could put that word in any movie, what's the perfect spot? When you go to Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, that's the perfect spot. Nowhere else would it work. But yeah, I rented the crap out of this till Mom and Dad finally bought it for me. I was one of the people that when I got the VHS, it did have the music video.
Oh, cool.
In the credits.
Sure.
That was.
I remember that.
I've read. I was looking stuff up. I'll get into that, but everyone kept being like, "No, it is a Mandela. It's all this," because none of the DVDs got it. Nothing. The new movie doesn't have it, and I was like, "No, it had it." Like, my brain, I was repeating lines of this movie the whole time. I know it by heart. Like, I could reenact this movie. I'd be in Pete's band, just running around doing it. I'll be one of the merry men running around. And even Jackie remembered, because we got to the credits and I was like, this doesn't feel right. And she goes, no, it doesn't. I was like, you remember the video? She goes, yeah, I remember the video at the end. And so I was like, oh, 4K, Arrow's got us. It says Bryan Adams, everything I do for you. Special feature. Click onto it. The live performance from Wembley in front of the castle. And it's unplugged. So no piano, no drums, no guitar. No electric guitar. He's playing an acoustic guitar, and there's like one other rhythm person with him. And I'm like, this ain't it. I looked at Jackie. The kids were all sitting around.
No,
and
it
I'm
was
like,
the MTV video. I remember it too.
So I went on YouTube, found the one, not the one I remember the video having scenes clips from the movie. Yes.
Yeah, had movie clips tied in.
Had movie clips.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it on television. I remember seeing all it. On YouTube, no, there's a legit release, and it's like a black and white of him singing kind of at a live concert, but it's dubbed over with the actual track. So it does sound right. So I was like, okay, because there's certain music cues and moments that are just ingrained in my brain, and so I had to, it was that itch they talk about. My brain was itching till I heard that. It's like the Pizza Hut commercial at the beginning of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles where the kids are playing baseball. It's on every VHS. I can't watch that movie without that commercial first.
You go crazy.
And my kids,
completionist.
The kids stayed and watched the video too, because I was like, you have to understand how powerful this song was to us in the 90s. But yeah, that's a bit of my history and a bit of what happened.
Everybody's prom song for a few years.
Dude, this was, I remember they would go around for the school newspaper, and you could do like dedications to people. You pay $1 and they would print it in the school paper. Everything I do for you. They could have just went copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. That's all that went down through there. Like this song had a stranglehold on America that I'm sure there's others, but I'd be hard pressed to think of any right off the top of my head. Like if you'd asked me cold, not watching this movie, I'd have been like, yeah, everything I do for you. That's probably the one We all know it.
We all knew that.
Yeah. And honestly, still a banger song. It was never one that I got tired of.
Mhm.
You know, I really enjoyed it. But and the Wembley video on 4K was cool, but Arrow, come on. Like if you're going to get the live
Maybe-
one, just
maybe there's
get
some rights issues or something.
it
It's
could
gotta
have
be
been
copyright.
but I was just like, man, it's just that song is just part of that movie. It's like if anytime you do this movie release, that song should just go with it. Like it's just go. Take it.
They're a package deal.
Yeah.
There's no reason
You get
not to
one,
be
you get the
a
other.
package
You know,
deal. You think of the movie, you think of Bryan Adams and Kevin Costner's bad accent. That's
as a kid,
we didn't know.
I had no idea. Didn't give two shits. I just like, okay, yeah. Everyone else around him speaking English accents or are actually native, English people. And Kevin Costner running around here with an English accent. Christian Slater didn't do much better.
No, I don't think he tried. He gave less of a try than Costner did.
He did. Sean Connery's Scottish as King Richard at the end.
That's right. He did not speak with an English.
No one cared. These guys were the A-list in the 90s. No one cared. It's fine. So yeah, I grew up with this movie. This is a favorite. I'm happy to own it again. This will be a regular watch again for me. I absolutely adore it. Now, I know a lot of people are waiting and wanting to find out because I had a conversation with Parker on Discord because I convinced him to watch it the same night I was watching this for the recording.
Oh, cool.
Because he's like, I want to watch a movie, and everyone's like throwing these suggestions, and I went, may I perchance recommend Robin Hood for Month of Action so you're prepared? And he's like, all right, you got me. You twisted my arm. So I had him watch it, but he watched the regular. He didn't watch the director's cut. And I was talking to him, and I didn't tell him what's in it. I'm going to start off right now saying I prefer the theatrical cut, no matter how much that's going to hurt Kevin Reynolds' feelings. Because Kevin Costner edited this movie.
He sure did.
They locked the editor out but they had to keep showing Kevin Reynolds the progress, but he couldn't say anything. Like he couldn't tell him no, but they had, for contract reasons, they had to show him. That sounds mean. That sounds like taunting. Like, look what we did.
Nothing you can do.
Nothing you can do. Some of the cuts are what you expect. Extended dialogue. One I did like, which was Friar Tuck. You understand a little bit more why he doesn't care for Azim other than he's a Moor. So they extended that. I did like that. What I don't like is the entire Sheriff of Nottingham backstory.
Oh, see, I kind of like that. I thought that was cool because he always said that he didn't know who his parents were. And come to find out it's the witch. She's a witch.
Yes. So Mortiana, I think is
something
how
like
you
that.
pronounce. Yeah, I think there's a T in it. So Mortiana, everyone grew up, she was the witch in this movie. Come to find out she is, but there's a whole like religious cult satanic following that's elaborated on more than the beginning when they kill Robin's dad. Like they kind of, that was always in the movie. You saw that, and then a couple of little sprinklings of Mortiana's lair. That's really where it all stayed in the theatrical. This one, it's so much more deeper conversations about the sheriff believing in one, but keeping faith in church because it's what he does. But you also see that Mortiana is spying on him the whole movie. There's holes in the wall that she's peering through.
Oh.
And that's what, when she's foretelling, whatever you want to call it, she already knows because she's listening. So it's tricking the sheriff into thinking she has power. She has all of this ability, but she's just stealing information and manipulating him. There's talk about his parents, which was a throwaway line originally. I never knew my parents. You know, I'll tell you about it one day. It's a great scene with the little girl, but you find out she's his mother. She's basically set all this afoot and ready to go. Nottingham figures out she doesn't have any power. It's a whole big convoluted story. What I don't like, even though it's well done, I loved thinking Mortiana had magical powers in the theatrical cut. The fact that she could read the die cast, the bones, her fear of the painted man when she would talk about Morgan Freeman's character, the ending where she basically kind of comes back to life and, you know, reattacks Robin. Yeah. So theatrically, I'm like, I heard to tell you all this. That's actually a little bit better for me. It's faster paced too.
Mm-hmm.
The director's cut didn't kill me, but I don't prefer this one. I prefer believing in the magic a bit with her over her pull. It felt very Game of Thronesy, like pulling strings and stuff like that. But it was interesting. I never knew any of that. Like, I didn't know it was a deleted part. I didn't know there was an
extended cut. I had no idea.
No.
Until I got it from the library and went extended cut. And then you mentioned something on Slack that
I was telling you about
it. So I was excited to see it. And I don't know. I enjoy it. It made the movie way longer than it needed to be.
It's a 2.5 hour movie that probably got bumped to like 240-ish.
Oh my God.
That's where I'm saying I think the theatrical edit is well done because it keeps the faster pace for the movie. You don't get bogged down in Robin's story, Marion's story, Azim's story. Oh, now the sheriff of Nottingham has this whole story.
Yeah.
I'm like, and you know, I'm not saying I don't want more Alan Rickman, because it's the Alan Rickman movie. That was also another reason a lot of it was cut, was because Kevin Costner went, this guy's upstaging me. Let's cut this shit out.
Actor.
Yeah. And Alan Rickman was literally like, I'm not going to do it. Hey, Alan, we got this movie we want you to do. Well, I'm not doing it. Like after 3 times they went, you can say whatever you want to say. And he went, okay. And rewrote his entire dialogue.
I did read how like he grabbed the writers and they went to a Pizza Hut or something.
He grabbed a friend writer that was also a comedian, which is why he has such a sharp wit and tongue in the movie. And I'm like, this works. Like, I mean, I love him in Die Hard, but my second favorite's Robin Hood Prince of Thieves.
He takes such joy in playing this character in this movie. You can just tell in every move and every word that he says, he is having the time of his life.
Absolutely.
Because I'm smiling from ear to ear every moment I see him on screen because something magical is going to happen. And it does. It happens every minute.
And I'll say, I think, because he obviously loves the movie, the fact that made him a lot of money, but he's kind of like been like, yes, it's not great. I'm not great.
Oh no, it's not great anything.
in the director's cut though, I think it kind of helps Alan Rickman that they did take some of that out, because there's some scenes where he gets a little overzealous, a little over when he storms into the room when he finds out Mortiana has been spying on him and he doesn't go across the bridge. He runs right through the fucking nasty ass water and he almost trips and falls. And I'm just like, okay, there's a little bit of overacting. There's a little bit of, I'm sick of doing this scene 27 times.
Right.
I'm done. And I was like, okay, it's not that Kevin Costner made you look bad. I actually think it maybe helped just a little bit in the movie, but I'm not going to drive home on that. If you guys haven't seen it, I recommend at least one watch of the director's cut. It's same with Waterworld that I told everybody. I have the Ulysses cut. It's great to watch that one time to get more backstory. But when you're just wanting to watch it for fun, watch the theatrical. It's faster.
Or don't watch Waterworld. It's fine.
Or always watch Waterworld.
Just don't do it.
I am a Kevin Costner fan. Okay. I know some people love to make fun of this man, love to shit on him. I have always liked him. I'm not going to be like, oh, I think Wyatt Earp's better than Tombstone. Like, one, I'm not a huge
they
Western
both have
movie.
a place in my heart, both those movies.
Yeah, they have their moments. I think there's some
Mhm.
great moments in Wyatt Earp. Is it better than Tombstone? Tombstone on the whole is a better movie. Wyatt Earp deserves to be there. You know, I remember watching The Postman. Who knew that was going to be a post-apocalyptic movie when you watched it? You know, you're just
Right.
like, well, that's odd. I didn't know that. It is also almost 3 hours long.
Yeah.
You know, something about Kevin Costner movies being really long.
Once after he made this movie, he had enough clout in Hollywood to do whatever the hell he wanted.
He did whatever. I mean,
And he started making epics, and no one wanted epics at the time. And
but it was the start of the now 2.5, 3 hours is
it's killing
nothing. I watched Masters of the Universe. It was 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Good Lord.
For a Masters of the Universe movie. Okay, so anyone complaining about Robin Hood being too long, I'm not complaining. I could have watched 5 hours of Masters of the Universe. Like, don't get me wrong. But I'm like, this is normal now. So I don't get the hate for these long epics. They started there. But I like Kevin Costner. I've seen a few episodes of the Yellowstone. I like everything with him in it. I think he's a great actor. I've seen some of his like non-epic. What was that, like Tin Cup, the golfing one? I remember watching.
I don't think I watched that one, but of course, Field of Dreams. That's an American.
If anyone
classic.
says anything bad about Field of Dreams, that's that's Americana right there is what I would say.
What's I'll watch Field of Dreams.
Yes. Why do people love baseball so much? Watch Field of Dreams. Then watch Sandlot. I think if you watch those two movies, you will understand the love of baseball in America there.
What a back-to-back, man. What a double feature that would be.
That would be an amazing double feature to watch. That's all. I saw a video the other day. The reason it was fresh in my mind of this guy had his son and a bunch of his buddies were out in the backyard watching a movie on a projector, and it was The Sandlot, and he's recording them at the Wendy Peppercorn at the pool scene.
The pool, yeah.
Where he's like faking that he's not breathing and then gets the kid, which is still wrong, I guess, nowadays.
Yeah.
But all of the boys' reactions of, "Whoa, my God, what's he doing? Oh God!" Like they're just losing their shit. While everyone on the movie is cheering him on. And I was just like, that just made me smile. I was like, man, I need that's in the running for a Give Me Back episode. You know, we should do like
a lot of nostalgia for that one.
We should do like a spring opener.
Oh, cool! Yeah,
cover The Sandlot. That would be a lot of fun. But yeah, let's get back to Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves movie proper that we can talk about here. I grew up with Robin Hood knowing pretty much the story. I don't know if I read the book early on. I know I've at least read some of the stories. I don't even know what the book would actually be. I think there's a half a dozen versions.
Oh, it'd be like a Tarzan thing where.
But I
was writing a bunch of stories about Tarzan and
exactly
it was the same way? Question mark? I don't know.
And I know almost most people our generation and age and maybe a little after Robin Hood, Disney. Robin Hood was a fox.
I saw that a couple times in the theater. Now Disney used to release these movies once every 5 years. Yep. Back before VHS, so every 5 years you'd get Dumbo, you'd get.
We saw Snow White that way. We saw
Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, all of them, and Fox and the Hound, and then I remember Robin Hood being one of those for sure. So I saw it in the theater. Yeah,
I grew up with that. I loved that movie. I would watch the OG like Errol Finn. Robin Hood
TV serials.
I think I want to say he did a movie. I could be wrong. I just remember what I want to say it was. Bit of the swashbuckling, swinging.
Errol Flynn,
everywhere.
I
grew up loving it. And it shows because of my love of stuff like Flash Gordon, stuff like that. I do love that we still get that in this movie. There are moments of that swinging through the air, especially in the the woods scene or Robin getting away from a bunch of bad guys, grab a rope,
in the
swing.
church soup. Yeah, that was
Up
that's
there.
straight out of old Hollywood. I
That
love
that
that.
to-
He had
that
this
had
little
such a
bitty knife
smile.
and that giant rope. He's not cutting through that rope.
No.
And I don't care.
You'd be sawing. That was some old sisal like rope right there.
That's old school hemp too, man. That's
Oh God, yeah.
you don't cut that easy.
But I mean, God, that again, that's just a scene that's burned in every kid's memory of him doing that. And then Sheriff of Nottingham, I'll cut your heart out with a spoon. Just
He's not telling a joke, but he's being very funny. And then he explains himself later.
I love when he explains it to his cousin.
Cousin, why a spoon? Because it will hurt more. Oh, what a great punchline 15 minutes later.
To be thinking stuff like that. And then his cousin is brain fart. I'm looking it up real quick because I can't remember. Is it Michael Wincott? I never can remember his last name. The bad guy from The Crow. He was in.
That's where I know him from.
Yeah, so he's in that. He's also in Alien Resurrection. He's the leader of the.
Block that out of my brain.
The group of people that are delivering all the bodies and stuff to the planet. That's Michael Wincott in that. I mean, he's been in a ton of movies and stuff, but I've always known him as the top dollar from The Crow. So I remember that. But I love him as the cousin. I hate that he dies so quick in the movie. I kind of wanted him to
really
last
impactful
longer.
though. Like his cousin.
Oh,
kills
it's
him.
great.
That was a bit of an eye opener. I forgot that had happened, and when that scene comes up, I whoa. That's
and Alan
right.
Rickman makes a joke right after. You get this intense scene, and then pulls the sword out, looks at all the blacksmith, and goes, "This is good steel," and throws the sword back down. You're like, okay, this guy's a piece of shit. It's a good villain. He is a great villain in this. Morgan Freeman as Aziz, love him. Absolutely love this guy. Playing the Moor, which I'm guessing, forgive me, I don't know a lot of stuff. I'm guessing that's a type of Muslim is what they're going for without saying.
It's a very good question. I did not look it up.
I didn't either.
Happening back then.
I did read though that there was apparently a guy that would berate movies based on how they treated Muslim, Iranian, like
anyone from the Middle East,
Middle Eastern cultures, and he praised this movie. He's like, Azim is a true hero, who stays true to his faith the entire movie
in a comical way, which was a lot of fun.
In a comical way, but he also bridges a gap between the other faiths, like his whole scene with Friar Tuck later, which that director's cut scene caught me off guard, where the little girl comes up. We've all seen it. Did God paint you? And he goes, but assuredly he did. And she's talking to her. The director's cut is Friar Tuck comes, picks the girl up, and is basically like, how dare you speak to this child of God, you godless heathen, you demon. Like, you're like, oh shit, are they in Alabama? Like, what's going on?
Wow.
Like, yeah, like, holy shit. But I was like, that's the one director's cut one where I'm like, I'd leave that, because now you know why he's so pissed off during the birthing scene, sitting outside of the hut. Yeah,
horrified. Like, you touch
John,
this white woman with those black hands, and you are going to befoul her. She'll never be the same. And
hit him in Little John's ear, like, I'm telling you, he's killing her.
And it's, it's established earlier that Hazim is from a more advanced culture when he shows Robin Hood the spyglass.
The spyglass scene,
very funny scene. It's like, how did you people take Jerusalem? I don't get it.
God only knows, I think is what Kevin Costner says.
But that was a clever thing how they established that they were advanced is a strong word. They were advanced in different ways than the English word.
I guess the word is learned is an
Learned,
actual.
sure.
Yeah,
But
that's
in
an
a different
actual
way.
word.
The English were smart in their ways, and
Well, they were until they went, we're going to go get the Holy Grail.
Well,
let's go crusade and
let's just convert the world into what we believe in. Sure. Yeah.
like, yeah, the whole underlying thing of Robin Hood is there's like crusades going on at the same time of trying to force convert people to Christianity. And Robin's part of it, as a Locksley till he gets locked up, for whatever reason it's in Jerusalem that they're captured.
That's where they escaped from Jerusalem.
They escape from Jerusalem where they're about to be taking their hands off. Man, that's a great opener. It's
a banger. It starts
scene.
right away.
Dude, and that's where it's like this movie is definitely going to be different than what you grew up with, because it's dark, it's gritty, it's violent. The way you see the one guy cut the hand off of the thief, the other guy's like holding it, like smiling. And then whenever they're trying, I love that it is one way of proving his valor of being, like he says, I'm going to show you what English courage looks like. But it's also a ploy so that the guy is not pulling back as hard on his hand. As a kid, no idea that's what's actually happening. As an adult now, you're going, I see what
Sucker.
you're doing. I see what you're doing. So he's able to pull him into the way of the sword, cuts right through that dude's arms. Great opening scene. I think it's a good thing, but also
prison breaks are always so much fun.
Prison breaks are fun, but I watched this movie last night, could not get Men in Tights out of my brain. There were so many things.
The whole movie, I'm like, okay, which movie am I watching? Okay, all right. Okay,
constantly.
Right. Well, the whole time.
They would say something, and I was like, oh, no, that's a different movie.
No, it's the other movie.
Or I would be like, oh, that's where they get, like, everyone knows I can speak with an English accent. That was an obvious jab to this.
Oh, sure.
But everything leading up, the prison break in that one, like that would have been, there's too much movie to talk about to have made it a double feature, but we should have covered both in the same month.
We wouldn't know where to begin or start, man.
No.
We get it mixed up the whole time.
But I'm glad you got it too, because I watched both movies religiously.
I watched Men in Tights all the time. As a matter of fact, I had a polyp on my throat a couple decades ago and had it removed, and I wasn't allowed to speak for an entire week.
What?
Yep. Was not allowed to talk for a whole week, full 7 days. And then, so after Jody had run out and gotten us some food, and she bought me a present, and that present was Robin Hood Men in Tights. And she's like, look, we can watch a movie while you're still up, because I was knocked out. And anytime you get out of anesthesia, you're groggy the rest of the day.
Oh, you're loopy.
Yeah. So she's like, well, we'll be able to watch this while you kind of are in and out of. And she had also bought me a little dry erase board with a dry erase pen, of course. And I'm like,
I'm picturing this.
This is one of the funniest movies. How am I not? I can't laugh.
I was just getting ready to say, this sounds like torture. Because talking and laughing are the same damn thing. And that movie is impossible to not laugh through.
Oh, it was one of the hardest things I ever did. But luckily I was half awake anyway.
Yeah.
So I think I was out pretty quickly.
But yeah, anyway. The correlation between the two.
Anecdote for you.
I love it. I absolutely love it. It's just Pete just writing on his little.
Oh, always. I brought it to work with me. That's how I communicated with people.
Did you write beer on one side and just leave it there, and then you wrote on the other side? You're like, what do you want? Beer. Just so you didn't have to write that word.
Anytime beer was the answer, I just flip it over. Yeah.
Flip it over. Beer. Why is it a magic marker? Like, I'm not going to erase it.
I did run out of ink or dry erase pen. My pen literally dried up.
Oh my God.
So then Jody called me a blabber pen. Also very funny.
That's awesome. I love that little nugget has come out in this episode. You would not expect that, but yeah, no, this is a lot of fun. I love. God, man, I don't even know what to talk about this movie. I like just talking about certain scenes.
It's 2.5 hours long. It's way too long to walk through the movie.
Yeah, I'm not going to walk through it.
No, well, it's not something we really do here anyway. But we got to land on some scenes, and I like how you started at the beginning. How about that?
Yeah,
with the prison break.
The prison break is a great scene all the way through. Like even when her brother sacrifices himself because he gets shot with the arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Marion's brother, and Azim's like, don't let his sacrifice
right
go.
Azim says that twice through the movie. There's one when they're in the Sherwood Forest.
Yes,
the cousin insults Robin's father because his cousin murdered his father.
Yeah,
and Azim says it then also, like, hey, it's not worth it, not right now.
You're not
supposed to die now.
I gotta say, I got a little I won't, not quite what I would say a lump in my throat, but that part where he comes up in his country land and it hits that wall, that tree right there.
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah, two jackasses
Super
cut it down.
Tree. Yeah,
like this tree's been in everything. Like,
and they were just cut it down to cut it down. They were just vandals.
That's all they were doing. They were just cutting it down.
And it was what was it, like 350 years old or something crazy?
Oh God,
like
it
that?
was like it was around when probably Robin Hood could have existed,
right?
Had he actually existed. And also, it's kind of like because they threatened to cut it down in the movie to get the kid down, and you're like, no, don't get that axe anywhere near it. But yeah, that bothered me when I saw that report about those guys doing it. Man, I'm like, that's
senseless.
Just vandalism.
Absolute
senseless. Absolute senseless. Because
I
love
not protesting anything. You're just cutting down a living thing.
The tree didn't do anything to anyone
except be beautiful.
Right. And I think England is one of those where people have the right to walk anywhere. It's not like here where you've got a fence up around your property and somebody can't go walking through your field. I think it's over there that it's like wanderers' right or something like that. That they can just walk, like go right across your property. They can't build a house, but they can they can walk. It's why that big thing about them walking to one of the soccer games in New York or something, they were throwing this big fit. Like they're used to walking. Not here. No, you're not.
You gotta the sidewalk. Yeah, that's what it's there for.
But to see something like that I'm sure millions of people have laid eyes on or touched and just be destroyed. It brought some emotions to see that tree in the movie. I'm not afraid to say. Then I get a really awesome, fight scene, and then a really funny, like, you came all the way over here to save my life and you sat around praying while I'm fighting 6-1. And he's like, what are you complaining about? You're still alive. And you're just like,
sound like a mule.
I love Morgan Freeman.
I'll save you on my own time, I think is what he says.
Yeah. Like, you don't get to pick when I fulfill my vow or something like that. I will.
Robin Hood is through the entire movie. He's like, would you help now? Nope, not ready.
Oh, when he's fighting Little John in the river.
John, got any advice? Move faster.
Faster. Thanks. Oh, it's so good.
Such a great line. That scene also in the water is, I was having a hard time separating Men in Tights.
Well, they do the exact same joke.
Pretty much.
I'm drowning. Put your feet down. And this one, it was a bit deeper. I could see that you get buoyant and you can't feel the bottom. And then Men in Tights, they're in the creek.
They're in 2 inches of water.
2 inches of. I'm on the East Bank. I'm on the West Bank. It's not the Mississippi. It's
not the Mississippi.
But you're also looking at this one going, That water still doesn't look that deep here
uh,
in this one, and they're worried about where to cross and everything.
yeah, but that water was moving real fast, and that can get real tricky quickly.
Well, with a horse, and if you do hit
Yeah.
that deeper water, it can
Mhm.
affect them. I really like Duncan, aka Blinken, in the other one. Um, this one's definitely way more sympathetic of a character to know what he went through. Um, God, I remember as a kid when Robin first comes to his castle, his home, and they're walking through and you hear like the buzzards and stuff,
Mhm.
and he looks up and that body that's in the I think it's not an Iron Maiden,
No, it's a
it's the
cage. It's a
cage.
people-shaped cage.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's a word for it.
I'm sure there is. And the camera lingers on it. Like that's not just the director's cut. I remember
It
the
was gross.
VHS,
Mhm.
that body's decayed, and it's only been 3-4 months, something like that.
Well, it's really wet in England. There are lots of critters in England,
Oh, I'm just saying, yeah,
so that
but it
body's
wasn't
gonna get
that
picked
long.
clean pretty quick.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. And then the way Robin is like, why didn't you cut him down? And you realize that they scooped Duncan's eyes out.
That was
You
some good
know,
makeup too. That really looked like that dude
oh
did not
god,
have eyes. I don't know how they did that because you saw him earlier with these great big beautiful blue eyes,
hmm
and then the next time you see him, it genuinely looks like those orbs. Like if you see your one eyeball as you close your eye, you can see the outline of an orb. You
yeah,
couldn't here. They were
no,
almost concave.
they look sunk in. I think that because you almost expect them to do the blindfold the whole movie, which is also like that's more for everyone else's benefit, not the blind person. You know,
Right,
so
right. I don't have to look at you.
why doesn't it matter? But they remove it later. But you're right. He looks like he has no eyeballs in his eye sockets, even with that makeup. It's very well done, and they keep it part of the story. I love that it's central, not central, but they keep coming back to it of him being sent to go take care of Maid Marian,
Mhm.
you know, quotation marks. But then
Right. He's gonna take care of Maid Marian.
yeah,
Whatever.
but then he comes back to warn them. But they follow him.
Mhm.
I'm like, that's some heavy stuff. And then, to kill him off after the big battle, just
Yeah,
more
a
fuel on the
major
fire.
character that we've known from basically the beginning of the movie gets killed. There's stakes in this movie.
Yeah.
Really are.
Yeah.
And he also gets a really good joke in.
Yes.
I, I'm ready to fight for you, master. Point me in the right direction, or I forget exactly what he says.
Yeah, because they do the exact same thing in
Yeah,
Men in Tights,
these minutes.
and they turn him around because he's facing the wrong way.
I can
I'm
see.
prepared for danger. That way. Nope, I was wrong. I like the Merry Men. They're not called the Merry Men in here. They're just Men of the Woods.
Mhm.
Great actors. I think that's
Nope.
Brian Best, right? That's Little John.
I don't recognize that man. Outside of this movie, I don't recognize who that fella is.
That's not the dude from Flash Gordon. The eagle, the wing guy.
Ooh,
That's
boy,
Brian.
that's like 15 plus years separate.
Brian Blessed.
Is it?
Yes. Flash Gordon, and yeah.
Wow.
It's
He's
the
aged well.
voice. To me, it's the voice
Fair.
of
Mhm.
because I brought it up not realizing that was a connection we were doing when I said Flash Gordon earlier. That was more of the swashbuckling. But whenever he does that dive, whenever they're doing the big epic scene in there, but then to hear him yelling and stuff in this movie and the laugh, I'm like, that's the guy from Flash
Wow.
Gordon. I keep wanting to say his name was Falcor, and I don't think
That
it
sounds
was
right.
Falcor.
Is that not it? That's too easy, isn't it?
It does sound too Voltan.
Voltan.
I knew it was a bird thing. Falcor was a band, pretty sure. Wasn't that Amadeus?
Falcor. Ooh, something like that.
Amadeus.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I want to say that's Falcor.
Ooh, it's
Don't
close.
make me Google that.
Nope.
I'm Googling it.
He was
How
a
far are we?
delight. That's a
Yeah.
What?
You know what?
what?
I'm going to look it up. I think it's
You
time for a
look it up
commercial.
while we take a break. How about that?
Yeah. I was just going to say, it's got to be close to time. Here we go.
You want a war? Well, you got it right after this.
In all history, there's never been another hero like him. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
I fight for justice against the evil sheriff of Nottingham.
Robin with a fateful Azim defends Sherwood Forest.
Ha ha! I found your hideout. Surrender!
You put the Sherwood Forest playset together.
Little John, greet our visitor. I, Robin.
Figures and playsets sold separately.
Ha! Didn't get me. Go on, Sheriff. We got you right where we want you.
There's only one Prince of Thieves, Robin Hood.
Guys, we've been doing this thing for a while, and I think it's about time we make a trailer.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Let's get this thing. All right, ready? All right, what's going on, everybody? We are Dissect That Film. I am Brett.
I'm Dan.
I'm Angela.
And we... Oh, wait, guys. I have an even better idea. What if we had somebody with an epic voice sell our show in a way that our show actually isn't? What do you say?
Yeah.
Sounds perfect.
All right, let's go. Let it rip.
Your host, Parker, Dan, and Angela slice and dice their way through the good.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
The bad.
You brought the devil! There's a devil inside everyone.
And the ugly movies you love.
And you can't piss on hospitality. I won't allow it!
Hold your favorite films and franchises tight, because they aren't safe. In fact, it's already too late. It's time to dissect that film.
I wish our show is what that guy just said, but you know what? If you want to listen to our awesome show, Dissect That Film, you can listen to us on YouTube and on your favorite podcast apps every single Friday, where we talk about all the wonderful films, good, bad, or ugly, as that epic dude said back there. So until next time, I'm Brett.
I'm Dan.
I'm Angela.
And we'll see you all again next time.
I didn't come here to talk. Lucky for you, they did.
Okay, I'm still looking it up.
Falco?
Maybe it's Falcor. Hold on, let's look up Amadeus.
Rock me Amadeus.
Rock me Amadeus. Let's get this in here. Falco. Song by Bolland and Falco. I added an R. I was close.
I knew you were close. I had faith in you.
Yeah. I knew I was there. See? Everything ties back in. I have no idea why. Back from commercial. Here we go. Yeah. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, not Men in Tights.
Not Men. Jeez.
Not
still hard.
So some of my favorite things about this movie, I love everything in Sherwood Forest. From the river fight between him and Little John to them basically camping out. But it's the creation of Robin Hood, this steal from the rich, give to the poor moniker that he gets because they're trying to make him out to be a bad guy. You know, Robin the Rotten, the Robin, like all these weird,
the very smelly.
Yeah, the nefarious Robin Hood, but he's Robin of the Hood is what they call him. That's a Leprechaun movie, I think. But
Robin in the Hood.
Robin in the Hood. But I love all of it. I love the creation of the camp in the trees, the Ewok village, if you will. But what else would you do? You're living out there. You're not going to build homes. You have to live amongst the land because that's your protection is Sherwood Forest. You have the legend that it's haunted with, chimes.
To the point where the king's men are afraid to go. Or
they won't go in.
Are afraid there. I ain't going in there. It's haunted.
Won't go in. It works. Robin's right though. Yeah, Robin's right. Which I was also like, so you're like, we're not going in the woods. Yet every time they attack a carriage or armed horseback
They're going
in
through
this
the woods.
montage. Are they not going through Sherwood Forest because it's the King's Road?
Maybe it's a shortcut.
Maybe you just can't get off the road.
Ah.
You don't go into the forested area. But I love it when they're like, you see them doing all of this and like they're hiding behind the drop down curtain of foliage. The guys would run and the little canvas leaf covered, camouflage, they would drop down on top of them. I'm like, to this day, and even watching it the other night going, if a horse just took one step off to the side
way.
Yeah, your nuts or your head is gone, and either one's gonna suck. It's gonna hurt a lot. But I love that. I love the whole montage of it. I just love seeing the creative. I grew up in the woods, playing in the woods. I'm sure that had a heavy effect on me, like ropes swinging from branches. Tie them to the right branches, otherwise they're going to break and fall, and it's going to hurt. We had plenty of vines growing around, so you had some natural points to swing. I grew up around that, and so the movie kind of spoke to me a little bit on the outside, living amongst the woods kind of characterization they're trying to put.
And it was all very believable. They didn't have police systems. They didn't have an Ewok village, to your point. They didn't have these elaborate police systems or defense shields or anything like that. They were just people who had built fairly strong lean-tos to keep out of the weather. So it was all very believable. Nothing out of
the elevator. I think the elevator had only been tested twice before Robin and Marion got on it to ride up. We don't take the ladder anymore. I'd have took the ladder. I'm just saying.
Just taking the ladder.
Also, I love that it was perfectly balanced for two people to ride that barrel down. Do you hook it onto the branch when you're done? Because I didn't see him do that. I need to see the schematics on this pulley system.
As an engineer, you'd like to see some of the blueprints, please.
They come down, they hook it on a little thing. The other merry man named Bull, the little guy, comes walking over, grabs it, launched up into the air. Do you have like certain weight classes of ones that rides? Or is there just one guy that stands over there and he adjusts everything?
Your job is to adjust it for this body, this little boy, please.
Yeah, that's where we got the elevator guys from back in the day. They would, second floor, lingerie, jewelry, women's
Mr.
apparel.
Tyler.
Yeah, see all
going
that
down.
We've added a whole extra layer to this movie that love the Celts, the people that drink the blood of their enemies and eat their body parts. I liked them in
Hire Mercenaries. Brilliant.
Another scene not necessary in the director's cut to explain the introduction of them and the lords in this big plot to take over England, and it makes a pentagram over the island of England and Scotland or Ireland. Yeah, Scotland. So, because he's paying off the lords who are all part of the cabal that you see at the beginning, that the not KKK at the beginning of the movie,
right?
With their stone masks. They weren't pointed. We'll give them that. I would have expected black cloaks. I'm just saying, dark arts.
Probably a better choice of colors.
I'm just saying.
Orange even.
High vis orange. Join that cult. Yeah, that cult's called what is that? What's the
Safety Last?
No, I was trying to think of the outdoor store. Everybody go Bass Pro or whatever. That's that cult.
Cabela.
I'm not part of
the Cabela.
Cabela's. I think Bass Pro I think they bought Cabela out.
Oh, that sounds right. Yeah.
We are completely derailing.
Talk about that. Let's talk about Robin.
We already are. It's camouflage. But anyway, the whole introduction of the Celts, and that guy walks in there and sticks the firewood to his hand and just holds it there. and then throws it over his shoulder and just stares at everyone. I'm like, yep, that I would have cut that too.
That you don't need that.
Didn't need it. I like their appearance in the woods. Everyone knows what they are. They're the baddies. And that they repel
They're
them.
the savages. You want to talk about savages?
They're the savages.
These guys are crazy.
But they're able to repel them after that first wave. But man, when they start busting out the flaming arrows, the flaming catapults, dude, that's like hell on earth in this final battle in the woods that they have there, where everything's on fire. Great scene with Little John's wife and the baby getting stuck on the one tower. The bridge falls. John is losing his shit. Obviously, anyone would. Robin swings to save her, ends up saving her. Rope catches on fire. Robin swings, falls down. And they think he's dead. For a good, 5 minutes of the movie, you're not sure if Robin
is. Not quite sure.
Not quite sure. They've got his medallion. I'm like, who's sifting around the ashes just looking for? Who else knew about this medallion? The sheriff.
Little John at the beginning of the movie, he knew.
Yeah, he knew.
He knew about that.
The sheriff got it. He's like, I'm afraid he's passed away, and hands Marion the charred medallion, and you're like, who went and looked for that? Also, if it was there, wouldn't the body
some
laying there?
Right.
It's fine. Poke holes in it. It's all good. Because what we need is the epic shot of Kevin Costner coming with the light shining behind and the smoke in the background and the shadow.
So cheesy. I'm sorry.
It's so Batman. It's so Batman.
Yeah, that's better. It's so Batman.
It's so Batman.
Yep. Okay.
Of him walking out of the smoke.
It's still pretty cheesy. It's like,
dude, it totally is. That is, I'm the fucking star. Okay. And this is my moment.
This
and
why
I'm
I get paid
doing
the big
it.
Bucks.
That's right. Everyone questioned this scene when we were filming. Now they're going to get it. Now the audience is going to be like, yes, that's why he's going to be awesome in Waterworld. That's going to be it right there. Don't you roll your eyes at that. Stop it. Leave Waterworld alone. Leave Waterworld alone, Pete. Love that movie. Nah, love it. Love it. Also realizing there's a lot of reasons this movie probably shouldn't be PG or PG-13. I think it was PG in the UK. A lot of satanic cult symbolism, fairly violent.
It's pretty violent. Yep.
Yep.
You don't see a lot of blood splatter, but you see a lot of death. But
you see
PG-13.
You also see like body parts. Body parts happen in this. But I think I'm getting to the point of the wedding scene. And the consummation of.
I forgot how intense this scene is. This was.
Wow. Like, I feel this is the problem. I feel Rickman was trying really hard to keep it. I'm trying to think of the right word. Where he's playing a lot of things with a bit of comedy flair to it in this movie.
Trying to keep it light, sort of.
Some levity, I guess.
Levity. There you go.
Levity. That's the right word. Because light is not what it's doing.
A terrible act that he's clearly trying to do.
But to me, the scene where he uses his legs, I'm like, that actually made it worse. That segment
that was played for laughs. I guarantee it. And
I guarantee it was played for laughs. And as an adult watching this, and I'm going, and I'm not usually one of those people that's like, I'm also not saying to take it out because it's in the movie. It's part of it. But I'm just saying now with 40-year-old eyes, I'm going, that does not play the way you think it plays. No. And somebody then should have realized that as well. Like you could have
not okay. This is not funny.
You could have done it 100 ways. I mean, even if it would have felt rougher as in Alan Rickman, like throwing her up on the altar and maybe a bit of the rip of a dress. Like and I know we're beating a dead horse here. In Men in Tights, it is played with comedy because she has the chastity belt. So whenever he rips the dress,
Call a locksmith.
it's yeah. Then it's funny. Then you're like, yeah, because he can't do it. This one doesn't have the ability to have the chastity belt in the way. It's an Everlast. It's so I gotta say, of everything in this movie, that was the one that I'm like, okay, yep, there's my ooh moment.
I remembered that from as a kid, but I don't think I remembered it until I saw it again.
Yeah.
And
I don't think it had the impact.
I'm pretty sure it was funny in 91. I'm pretty sure I giggled, or because it was played like a Three Stooges bit. Like it was.
It
was
really
slapstick.
is. Well, the whole layup to it, where she slaps the father, leaving the scratch marks on his head, and she's like rubbing the belly, like she's ready.
She's rape. It's like, Ugh.
When I was like 11 and 12 when this movie came out. I knew a little bit, but not enough, and I watched it since. I'm sure as a teenager I knew what was happening, but I don't think I ever had the reaction that I had the other night of just being like, no, this is this shouldn't. I know a lot of weird things happen and a lot of questionable things happen in movies back in the day, but I was like, that's one that probably should have stayed on the cutting room floor. And I don't want to belabor it and stay on this topic, but I wanted to bring it up because it was something that made me like physically go, oh, no. And I'm watching this with my kids.
Sure.
Because it's what we all did growing up.
Family, yeah.
Was it a family adventure movie? Probably the next time mom and dad come over for a cookout or something. We just had Father's Day, but mom had surgery, so she's, recovering, and we didn't want to do that. I was like, we'll get together later. I'll probably put this on because I'm sure it's been 20 years since mom and dad have watched Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, but it was one we all grew up with. And like I said, I'm sitting there, I'm repeating lines in this movie. Like, damned English. I say damned English oak as a carpenter a lot, even if it's not English oak.
Sure.
Yeah, if I'm trying to tear something apart and I can't swing a hammer through it, damned English oak, and I'll go get a sawzall and I'll cut it in half. Like it's just in my lexicon of shit I say, and that's one of them. And I'm sure everyone says the cut your heart out with a spoon, and why a spoon, cousin, and all these other things. But I find myself just like, even though it's probably been a while since I watched the movie, and just like, yep, I know this line for line. I know this line for line. I know these cues. I love the Azim and Mortiana interaction.
Oh, that fight was great.
The fight, he throws her around like a fucking rag doll, but she keeps
weighs
coming.
Nothing.
Oh, she is nothing, but she comes back like a banshee. She stabs him in the leg.
Yeah. Yeah, she does.
And it sets up perfectly, because it still gets me, is Sheriff of Nottingham is killed. I could have swore he falls out the window, but that would have been way too diehard for him to die again. Because even Jackie was like, I thought he went out the window, and I'm like, I don't think they let him. I'm sure he was like, I'm not going out the fucking window. All right, we're not doing that again. But he's dead, and it's like, oh, the heroes won, and then that door busts down, and she comes running out, and Azim finally gets the door down, and he throws that fucking scimitar sword with some power, and she flies through the air. Flies and lands right next to the sheriff, man. I still get hyped watching that scene. Like, it's
so good. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm giving my card away for a bit that's coming back today, but it's up there. I've got like 2 or 3, honestly, if I'm being honest about this movie. But yeah, I love it. I love it. And then I love Sean Connery showing up at the
Patrick
end.
Stewart.
Oh yeah.
Wait, which movie are we watching?
Yeah. That's a good way to get it confused, because it's the exact same scene and the exact same bit. I was waiting for him to hand his sword to Friar Tuck.
Right.
Here's your knife, sword, whatever.
Whatever.
But seeing, as a kid, I know who Sean Connery was. We grew up watching Last Crusade, James Bond, stuff like that. So seeing him come in as a kid, not really understanding the impact of what's essentially a cameo role for him. I think he did 2 days, and normally it's $1 million for him to show up for like 2 days. He knew they had taught. I guess he was friends with someone. They were running over budget by the time they got to his scenes. He negotiated it down to $250,000 for 2 days to say what he said, but he did donate the money to some charities or something.
Oh,
like
good.
That. Didn't
for
pocket it. So I'm like, that works. I know Sean Connery's got some questionable stuff in his past, but that was
day
a good
one was makeup and costume fitting. Day 2 was the 3 lines you said.
That's kind of what I was thinking the other night, because I was like,
guessing.
2 days. I'm sure they had, because he's freaking King Richard. He comes, boom. He looks the part, damn good. You're like, yeah, they had to fit that, because they're not flying out to him to fit it. So a day of that, I think you've nailed it. And then his scene, probably 3 or 4 takes, a couple of different setups of shots of the camera. Yeah,
additional
2 days.
Smooches of Maid Marian.
Well, yeah, cousin.
I didn't like that. Oh, yeah, wait, that's not Scottish.
Shingles.
Can we
just say shingles?
Can we do that scene again, please? I
The
don't
scene.
think I missed my mark.
Yeah. It doesn't seem as serious when I said it. So, I don't know. Sexy shingles. Trebek. Forever will love all of that.
I'll
Well,
take the tits now for 200.
The tits now. I know it feels like we're not talking about this movie. There's just so much to talk about.
We've talked about this movie.
I don't want to drag it out any longer than it needs to be. I love this movie. It's a lot of fun. I love the hanging scene. Okay, I do want to talk about where they're getting ready to hang the marionette.
All of them. Yeah.
The wolf,
the
the
kid.
boy.
They got a kid up there on a. Oh my
They got the kid. Another scene I'll give credit to in the director's cut. The sheriff talks to the hangman and he goes, "Make sure they don't break their necks. I want to see them suffer." And you're like, that's cold shit right there, because it was supposed to be about break your neck, boom, dead. It was only when you got lucky that they would strangle and put on a show for the people
audience,
there.
yeah.
But the sheriff's like, don't break their necks, put on a show.
They shortened up the rope then.
Oh yeah,
so they wouldn't fall too far.
Yep, because they really don't. But I love the epicness of it. The setup of the battle. Azim has made gunpowder, which I think, how are you going to add explosions in a medieval movie?
Yeah. Add
Gunpowder.
somebody who knows how to handle gunpowder. It's a great scene too when they're putting it together, and he's like, "Oh no, take that away from the candle."
Yes.
Wait.
What is?
Was that
No,
Army
that's
of
a different
Darkness?
movie.
That was Army of Darkness.
Oh, that's
wasn't
Army
it?
of Darkness. No, this was him and Friar Tuck over the campfire, and he's mixing the small batch and he throws it in the fire, and it blows back. No, you are thinking of Army of Darkness.
God
with the
damn it! I'm
candle.
getting shit mixed up.
Because Bruce Campbell just keeps staring at the guy. It's just fucking evil eye just moving the candle because he's holding it up over the flame.
You are not responsible enough for this.
I think it was like a stork or something in the Disney one, like you said.
That's what I remember. He was on stilts or something, and
he looked like Mark Twain in Men in Tights. No, I like.
He gets another shot.
I get another shot.
He gets another shot.
He does.
Yes,
another shot. Yeah, I can. That's another movie I know by heart. But no, I like this whole segment. This is the action packed part of it, being an action movie, action adventure. Classic. The shot everyone. There's two arrow shots I think everyone remembers. It's when he shoots the arrow to free Wolf, and it takes him 2 tries. It nicks the rope, and then it finally cuts through, and it does that follow the arrow.
Oh, it's
as
a great
spinning.
shot. It was that shot before the Matrix had that bullet time.
Bullet time.
Like that was that arrow shot. I don't know, redefined an action scene.
It is that little lick of the feather, which I've seen clips of other like archers talking like, I don't know why he did that. It looked cool. It's the rule of cool. It looked cool because the other one is when he takes 2 arrows out of a dead body, rips one of the fletchings off, fires it into 2 guys side by side. Because the same guy's like, I don't know why you would have done that either. Because it looked cool.
Cool.
Taking the feather off made it veer slightly to the left. It's what he needed. He's Hawkeye. He's Legolas. Right. I don't know what to tell you. Legolas. It's fine. But yeah, I mean, those 2, every kid reenacted those shots out in the backyard playing.
You'd put a little
on the
stick
playground,
or something, and you'd run.
Yeah.
Run with it, hoping not to run into something and take out your eye.
Or put your own eye out. Yeah, it was more of a sword kid, but we did play with arrows,
knife,
trying to make your own bow and arrow, and you're like, it just doesn't fly.
It just doesn't. No, it really doesn't.
You're not putting the tension on there you need for those long bows and stuff. And then one of my favorite, being the big guy, I'm always partial to Little John. But whenever they kick all the stools out from everyone, and then Little John freaking tackles the gallows and knocks it down to where everyone can catch their feet, fucking love that scene.
It was great.
It just gets me hyped because he's just like, yeah, boom. Because that one
defensive
Wolf
tackle
is
just
yeah. Because Wolf's his son, you find out. Like that's one of the 27 kids this poor woman has birthed. I think it's like 8 or 9.
I thought it was
like
8.
That.
Yeah, or maybe it was 9 that had just gotten born.
I think the newest one was the 9th child. This poor I think her name was Fanny or something like that. Fanny, I'm like, yeah, she's probably a fanny pack of kids that just keep falling out, basically. But yeah, but I love that Little John knocks that thing down. Will Scarlet, they apparently there's no more room for me here, sir. So I humbly decline. And they strap his head to the gunpowder barrel to behead him, which is awesome. Love that scene. That executioner's dedicated. There comes a point where you're like, nope, I'm out of here. They've shot one off. They've knocked everything down, but he's still going to get that head. He's getting a pair of boots for all of his work he's done. And then Robin shoots a flaming fucking arrow at him, and it's so good. So good. Love it.
Flaming arrows are just so cool.
They're so awesome.
They're so awesome.
Like, they're the most dangerous things in the world, but
they're right up there.
They look awesome. Like, how do you not burn? Like, do you short pull?
Ow.
Do you use a longer arrow when it's that so you can still get full pull?
Right.
And it's sticking out a little bit further? Like, doesn't it throw the weight off?
I would think so.
Because you have everything on the front. I don't know. I got a lot of questions.
The aerodynamics of the arrow itself would be thrown off by the flame itself.
Yeah. There's a video. I think it's a TV show, something. It's more of a comedy based, but with Vikings. And they're trying to do the funeral pyre on a boat. And the guy keeps trying to fire the arrow and it just keeps falling way short. And the raft keeps getting further and further away. He goes, no, I got this. He would want me to do it and pull, but he's only like half pulling the arrow because it's on fire. And it's just, I don't even know what it is, but I'm like, I need to find that. That looks hilarious. I think I would enjoy that show. Comedy with Vikings. I could get behind that. But I love it. I love it. So yeah, I don't want to drag this out anymore. I talked about my favorite part. P, is there anything you want to talk about before we get into the things?
We've covered it all. Let's get into the things.
Let's do the things. Guess what? We're bringing it back.
Bringing it back, baby, for the month of action.
Yeah.
Leave anything for us?
Just bodies.
Body count. Body count. Body count. Body count.
It's going to aggravate Anna to no end if I just randomly use Eagle in a sound drop she doesn't already have. So Anna, I played eagerly during that song. I'm sorry. So if it's not in there, don't blame Anna. I get crazy with the button sometimes. Bringing it back into the OG bits, body count. Disappointed, Pete. Disappointed that no one has bothered to count all of the kills in this movie. You know what?
That's gotta be a bunch.
You know what all they care about is how many Robin kills and how many Azim kills. There are no other counts. So Robin kills 16 people, Azim kills 13, which gets us to 29. But you're also sitting there going, shit, Friar Tuck kills someone.
Sure,
he throws the priest out the window.
The priest, right?
And here's your 30 pieces of silver to pay your way to the boatman onto hell. Nottingham kills his cousin.
And countless other people.
And I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that happened off camera, but you have an entire battle with the Celts.
Mm-hmm.
Like this has to be in the hundreds. The hundreds. And I figured this movie, someone's had to have done it. Nope. Only Robin and Azim. So I guess.
Sounds like you got some work to do this weekend.
I guess I'll put that on my to-do list of everything else I got to do right now. But yeah. So it's not terrible, but we'll call it 29 plus.
All right.
Plus.
29 official. plus.
Yeah, according to Google, that's what it is. So let's pick our favorite out of the plus.
Have you ever killed anyone?
Yeah, but they were all bad.
Pete, what's your favorite death in Robin Hood?
It's Mortigan. It's Azim throwing that scimitar and it just and hits her and she gets blown off of her feet and flies across the room. It's completely ridiculous. It's like getting shot with a gun, getting blown
It's
off
the
your
rope
feet.
pull.
Right,
It's the classic rope pull I love in every movie.
I'm here for it. It's so satisfying. It's stand up and cheer worthy. Just like
it is.
Yes!
Oh, the whole setup, the whole thing. It is such. If he's going to redeem his vow, that's how you fucking do it. Like that. It's so good. It's so
she
good.
Ripped Robin's throat out or something.
Oh, she's running in with the spear.
Oh, like that's right. Yeah.
Because she pulls it out of her body and keeps it. Because Azim runs her through, so she's wounded. It's awesome. It's awesome.
And you, what is your favorite? You've got 3.
I know. So, yes, it's Pete's. We'll just get that out of the way. Probably the most spectacular. But the other one is Robin shooting that flaming arrow at the executioner.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the cover of the VHS. It's the movie poster of him pulling that flaming arrow back. Camera in front of the arrow as it's flying.
Perfectly positioned as it's flying.
Perfectly positioned. Then the camera cuts to behind the executioner and it hits him dead between the eyes. And he falls because he's got the axe up above his head and it hits him and he falls straight back. Just boom. Dead.
It's great.
Love that one. Like that is amazing. And I like the double arrow shot.
Oh, that's
because
it's almost a throwaway kill.
It is, but it's
so
such
fast.
It's such a Robin Hood moment, because it is funny in this movie that he's like a knight of King Richard on these crusades. He's gone on all this stuff. He fights with a sword 99.999% of the movie until he's in Sherwood Forest and all of a sudden he has a bow and arrow. But he is also the greatest with a bow and arrow because he shoots Will Scarlet through the hand right when he's about to throw a knife at him, which I love. Will Scarlet's got the fingerless gloves, and if you look closely, it's right in the finger.
Oh, is it?
The glove. It is. Like thank you 4K. I could see everything. I saw it. It's not even like a fake around the hand. It literally is just stick this arrow through the web of the glove. It's fine. It works. It pays off.
I don't care.
Yeah. It still pays off with the whole Will Scarlet backstory being his brother, which I remember as a kid going, what? That was not quite the Darth Vader moment, but for a kid watching this movie, like, that's his brother? Like, not understanding
Right.
the other wife, the other mother connotations, and kicking her out. I'm like, okay, no. Whoa! Kevin Costner's got a brother. I also was watching it last night, and I know this movie quite well. I could have swore he died. I could have swore Will Scarlet died. I could just be misremembering or thinking of another movie.
Nope,
that happens.
I've never thought that.
He's at the wedding. Like I saw him plain as day, and I was like, because I thought somehow he dies in that whole skirmish. Because I know they catch him because he's got the sword, and he's like, "My lord," and they whip him, which is another added scene of why he's whipped. Kind of kills it too, because it makes it weird how he turncoated, but yet still tried to redeem himself with Robin. So
double agent or triple agent.
A triple agent. So I think I still prefer the theatrical version of Will Scarlet turning and then going back and turning. It's only 2 flips, not 3 flips, like the director's cut would make you believe. But anyway, that's what that is. So yeah, I think it's time to rate this. Like, it's going to be a stretch. So, bringing him back, how many Al Leongs are we going to give this? It's the month of action version. And I put another eagle. That's what I'm going to have to do. When I hit the button, I'm going to be like, and I push the button again. She's going to be so mad at me right now. Yeah. So, Pete, back to our scale. 1 through 10 Al Leongs. How many Al Leongs are we giving Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves?
I thoroughly enjoy this movie. I was smiling ear to ear when I was watching it again. I'm looking at this 4K version that you bought, thinking, put that on my list.
Catch it on a sale.
It's 10. I dig this movie. I dig this movie a lot. It has rewatchability. The one scene is brief, so just try not to worry about it too much.
Don't dwell on it as much as we did.
Definitely see the extended version at least once. And once you get that in your brain pan, then you don't need to see it ever again, and just go for the slightly shorter movie.
Slightly.
It's a great, strong recommend. Go see this movie.
Absolutely.
And that leaves you, Charlie.
I picked it. I've had an itch I needed to scratch forever, and I decided to do it this month. It's a 10. I love this movie. I immediately pre-ordered this 4K because I knew it had to look amazing. And
the English countryside is gorgeous. I assume they filmed it in England.
Yes, they did.
But
So
Costner's got all these beautiful cinematic Dancing with Wolves. I'll give you Waterworld, Prince of Thieves. Just these beautiful landscapes.
They're epics. There's a reason they're called epics.
Epic. Again, an epic, yes.
Say what you will, but they look amazing. They are, God, it's what movies were back then. They were an event. They were something to look forward to. Not, oh, what's out this weekend? Oh, what's coming? Like this movie was number 1 and then got knocked out by Terminator 2 and was still in the second spot the rest of the year.
What a year Terminator 2 and boy, I got it.
Yeah, 91.
I mean, gotta look up 91. It's a year after Batman. What else came out that year? Sheesh.
Well, see, Batman would have been 89. 90 was
that's right.
90 was TMNT. I think Terminator 2 was the tentpole, obviously, movie of 91. And I do know Mom and Dad went to the theater and saw that, because Dad would always go to the Arnold movies. But yeah, this movie was part of those blockbusters. Those like, I'm sure it stayed in the theater for a while. You weren't going to knock it off the top spot. Everyone knew. I mean, this movie had a toy line. It had a music video. It had, I'm sure, tons of crossover merchandise through a lot of things.
I'm sure it had a novelization. I'm sure.
I guarantee. Yeah.
I don't remember if it had any comics. I don't think it had comics. Terminator had comics at that time, but it wasn't movie adaptations.
You know what? I do believe there was a Prince of Thieves comic. I want to say it was Dynamite that did it, because they usually did the.
Isn't that the
movie crossover?
Is that the kid version of Marvel, or that was Star Comics?
That was Star. Dynamite was the ones that did, like, I want to say they did the Army of Darkness.
Yeah, but I didn't think Dynamite came around till after the 2000s.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, okay. The primary comic tied to the 91 film is a 3-issue Robin Hood series published by Eclipse Comics.
Oh, that's a Marvel subsidiary.
This series was strategically released in July of 1991 to coincide with the premiere of Robin Hood, Prince and Thieves. I want to say I have at least one of those somewhere in one of my collections.
Do you? I don't recall.
And it's why I remember, I remember it, because I want to say I have I recognize one of the covers, which of course is showing the OG, like, comic reel, the serialized, because I think this was in the paper, the OG Robin Hood stuff. There's a picture of Little John, the toy line.
The toy.
Yep. Yeah,
they have a cloth robe on it.
It did. Little John has a cloth robe, and yes, Friar Tuck was the Gamorrean guard. Kevin caught. Now, if I remember right, and I think I'm looking at this right, this is also, they started using the molds for the powers of the Force as well, because I think Kevin Costner was Luke Skywalker, where they looked buff. They had the green.
Yeah,
those powers of the Force ones,
where they gave them tiny He-Man bodies.
Yes, and tiny heads,
all with abs and pecs and
yeah, because I'm looking at the Robin Hood one and I'm like, that looks like a Powers of the Force figure right there. Good Lord, Azim, you can kind of tell he has a head. They have all of the cloth over him, around his neck, and on his head.
Wow,
like he's like a purple and gray Grimace in this picture I'm looking at. I don't mean that to be mean. It's just what he looks like. That's funny. I would have played with him as a kid, but I think my parents were just like, he has enough shit.
Yeah, right.
We're not buying these.
You don't need any more. You already have that Ewok forest.
I didn't have that growing up because it took up too much room. It was partly the cost. The other part, where is he going to put it? My room was not huge growing up. So yeah, there was a comic that went with this. I'll have to dig around and see if I can find that. We'll post that up there. All right. Well, that is our first Give Me Back episode of Month of Action. Eagle. I'm sure everyone has heard. I need to get my list because I got to remember this is what we do here. As everyone should know, we've already had 2 episodes come out of the Month of Action. We did the Need for Speed, where we covered Black Dog, as me, Mickey, and Parker, starting off the month. And we've also had our B Action episode, where we started off with Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man. Great movie. Absolutely love that one. A ton of fun.
I've seen that. Huh.
Don Johnson, Mickey Rourke.
Yeah.
Yep. I feel like you would have fun with it. It's not just a bang, bang, shoot 'em, you're dead, even though there's a lot of gunplay in it. but I think you would. That'd be a one I'd be curious. Like, what would Pete think of this movie? The rest of so how we're doing this is every Saturday this month is going to be a B action episode. So we have 5 episodes coming out. That means we had 2 extra episodes to fill in on our Tuesdays. So Pete couldn't be here for every Tuesday,
sadly,
because we've adjusted. He's just as busy in the month as I am. So I have got some guest hosts coming, and we're going to do 2 more Give Me Back My Action episodes. So next week I will have a guest on as we cover Eraser, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. So I got my Schwarzenegger in this year. And then I'm sure you've seen the promos, but I've got an interesting one that we're ending the month off on. And Pete cannot wait for his and Anna's "Ah Crap" episode. I think he literally said "Ah Crap" when Anna told him the episode.
I did. I should have seen it coming.
You really should have.
I should.
She's talked about it for over a year of wanting to cover this movie. It was her opening to do it. So you guys are covering Armageddon.
You sure are.
Summer blockbuster. It
Sure
counts.
is.
The Rock is the villain, and I don't mean Dwayne Johnson.
Not Dwayne Johnson.
I mean The Rock in this movie it's alive.
Gonna watch it with it's a kaiju.
It's a kaiju.
I'm gonna watch it with my nephew tomorrow. So
I guarantee he loves it. And don't you dare try to sully his enjoyment.
I will not
of that movie.
I do not do any
because
of that.
I remember watching it close to his age when I first saw it, and I had a ball with that movie.
So I watched Robin Hood with him, and he was not impressed.
Really?
Shocked. I was shocked. Like, he was not engaged at all in the movie. Like, it just didn't interest him.
My kids enjoyed the hell out of it.
Yeah,
like they were
like,
all
dude,
into
who the hell
it.
are you, kid? And stop being a dummy.
It was like all the cool shit I show you, and this is where you draw the line.
Right.
Man,
I mean, he didn't dislike it, but he was not engaged.
Interesting. You sometimes just can't guess.
Yeah.
You just can't guess it. And with that also means it's time to run down everyone that is involved with the month of action. Woo! All of the podcasts and other creators that have joined us in this endeavor. It's doubled since last year, but that will be the Give Me Back My Podcast, B Action, Flicks and Friends, The Baron's Hideout, Old Man Brad, Dissect That Film, Bad Movies, Worst People, Geeks with Beards, Screams from the Basement, Spoils of Horror, A Cut Above, Captain Steve, Movie Dumpster, Good Beer, Bad Movie Night, Lucha Steve, Surge, Brainbuster Video, After Hours with Anna and Pete. Ah, crap. B Movie Brain, The Monster Zone, Video Villa, and Pizza Bone. All of these people have joined us on the month of action. Even if it's just one episode, that's all you're required to do. This is more of a collaboration where we all just kind of promote each other, and it's a lot of fun. Some people go full on in. Some people do one episode. Some people only ever do one episode. So no shade to those podcasts whatsoever, because one of them is my co-host. Didn't want to think anyone else I was fingering out on that one. It's fully looking at Pete the whole time I said that.
We only put out one episode a month.
I know what one he's doing this year, and it's going to be way better than last year's episode for month of action.
Ooh, King Solomon's Mines. Hey, folks, don't watch that movie.
Not the Quatermain that you wanted.
No, this is not the Quatermain you were looking for.
Nope. Not you want the Sean Connery one, even though Pete is so resistant to that. After seeing the OG, I think the other one is better by leaps and bounds.
I will attest to that.
Leaps and bounds. So yeah, and all of the other Gimme Backs will be on video format, so you will see me and the other guests pop up. And yes, it has been announced on the other episodes. Charlie has finally pulled the Band-Aid off. We are starting a Patreon. And we are offering a new show that is Patreon only. Now, the first episode I'm putting out for everyone to listen to. It's that, first one's for free. You got to pay for the rest. But myself, Dustin, and Mickey, you're going to love this drug. Our drug is sugar. It's Drawn to Action. We are covering all of the R-rated movies that got made into Saturday morning cartoons.
Oh, how cool.
Whether or not they came out Saturday mornings, whatever, you know what I mean when I say these type of things. They could have come out in the afternoons. And our rating system's based on cereal. So it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
The Rambos.
Well, we do that, but if we really like it, we each like if we like an episode, we pick our favorite cereal.
Terminator
What would we be eating when we watched this? So I'm doing the Rambo cartoon at first. So obviously I love it. So I tell you about my favorite cereals growing up. So that's kind of our rating system there. We're having a lot of fun. Each of us get to bring a cartoon, and we basically it's like changing the channels. We each get a turn. And for when each show comes on. So it's a lot of fun. And if you do join the Patreon, even though the first one's free, episode 2 will already be available on the Patreon. So you're not waiting a month to get the next one, but it will be 1 episode a month. We'll be adding more stuff as it goes. So yeah, if you can, we would appreciate it if you can support us over on Patreon. If not, please go give us a follow. We are on Facebook at Give Me Back My Action Movies, the Facebook group. Give Me Back the Podcast Facebook group. Both of those are on Instagram. You can also find Good Beer Bad Movie Pete over on Instagram. Nerd at the Movies, which is Anna. The After Hours Cinema Review with Anna and Pete on Instagram. I like the acronym crap. I just have to let everyone know that there's actually a name to that. You can find all of us over there. Dustin with B Action is on Instagram, and his 27 other shows along with
no kidding.
Yeah. So you can find all of us over there. It's the best place to get a hold of us if you're trying to reach out. So yeah. Well, we know what's happening next week. This Saturday will be the B Action. And I do believe we are covering Nemesis, a little bit of sci-fi, a little bit of, Terminator knockoff, even though we talked about Terminator 2 in this episode. A lot of fun. Excuse me. A lot of fun. Looking forward to it. Ton of content. Please listen. We put a lot of work into this. Please listen. All right, Pete, are we done? Are we getting out here? I feel like we've dragged this out long enough, so we'll see y'all on the next episode.
Thank you.
That was one hell of an action sequence, soldier. I haven't seen shooting like that since the Battle of New Hope. The month of action couldn't have done it without you. Mission accomplished.